Ah, hello, everybody, and welcome. It is your Tough Enough wrap-up show. I am Mad Mike. My boobs are real, and with me, as always, is the lovely and fabulous, do not talk about her lower third, Jen Carlins. How are you, Jen?
Hello, how are you today?
I'm doing just peachy.
Great.
Okay, so we need to talk about Tough Enough.
Yes.
There were two eliminations this week.
Yes.
Um, now I'm going. Did you read about why Diana left the show?
Evidently, her herself and her fiance own a bar,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess the bouncer gotten not into an altercation, but broke it up and is now paralyzed.
Yes. Very unfortunate. I don't know. They have like a GoFundMe campaign to help his recovery.
Yes.
Which if you feel like providing for that, go to toughenough.com. They have all the details there. Um, I don't. I hate to sound heartless, I guess. Not a real reason to leave the show.
Oh no, not at all.
Yeah,
Not at all. It's an if anything, it's an excuse.
yeah. I mean, now if this was her fiance,
Then I
okay,
would leave the show.
totally different story. Absolutely, completely. But just like, and plus, no offense, we do not know the whole story. We know the version that was put up on the internet. So
So stuff on the internet's not true.
no. Except for that Seth Rollins dick pic. That is true.
That was true.
That is true. And speaking of Seth Rollins,
Oh, Sethy!
look at that. Look at the transition. Just boom, boom, boom. Um, so Seth Rollins came in and wanted to talk to people about characters, about gimmicks, y'all.
Yo.
Probably not the best person to talk about gimmicks. I'm gonna throw this. I'm gonna throw this out there right away. Probably not the best person. Uh, this is where you'd have like a Santino, or I don't know. God, almost anyone else. Because Seth Rollins' gimmick is,
He's a glorified Power Ranger.
yeah, more or less. Like, I don't know. Especially with the over the top gimmicks that they wanted these people to portray.
If anything, I would I would see Paul Heyman being
Perfect. Yes.
there
Yes.
besides Seth.
Paul Heyman will be. I want Paul Heyman there for when they have to do promos. For when they have to cut a promo, I
Yes.
want Paul Heyman there for that.
Yes.
Now, okay, so we had there are a lot of like standard gimmicks. I don't remember them all. There was the British Bruiser, the Queen of Mean, the Fallen Angel, not that Fallen Angel. Uh, there was the American Hero, the King of the Ring. Which one did you like the best, Jen, and which one did you hate?
The Fallen Angel I hated
Mm-hmm.
because okay, you're walking down the aisle and you didn't fall, you tripped.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden you just take your stuff off and you just prance around the ring. They were stupid. All of them were
I
stupid.
mean, even if that was by design, no one knows that that is what's supposed to happen in your head.
No,
It just looks like you fell.
no. If I was at a show and somebody did that, I'd be like, "Who the hell are you?"
Yeah. Like, it's one thing if you have like a whole production thing around it,
Yeah,
like Finn Balor does, like where you're walking down the ramp and you like descend into something and reemerge as an angel or whatever. Okay, that's fine. You can production the hell out of that shit.
oh my gosh, yeah.
but it doesn't really work if you're just coming out to generic music and you have no production value at all.
No, nothing.
Yeah. Which one did you like the best?
Patrick.
Patrick, really? Is
I,
it just because of Lita's dog?
no. No.
Are you sure?
Yes, because I didn't even know it was Lita's dog until the end. No, I liked it. I liked his presentation. I liked his what he was portraying.
He did Dr. Evil.
He did.
Yeah, I mean, and that's fine. I mean, hell, Adam Rose kind of does an Austin Powers gimmick. So,
yeah, it does.
If I had to pick my least favorite, I think I would go with the cowgirl, the country cowgirl thing. That was I don't even remember who that was at this point. I think it was Georgia. Was it Georgia?
Yeah.
Oh no, Georgia was the boss bitch, which was good. Georgia did fine. Amanda was the Barbie doll. I don't remember who the cowgirl was, but they literally just wore a plaid shirt and took off the entire gimmick before getting in the ring.
Yes.
Like, some of these gimmicks were really, really easy to do. Like,
oh yeah.
Like British Bruiser, super easy to do. The boss bitch one, super easy to do.
But the boss bitch, isn't that Sasha Banks?
Yeah, pretty much. And the British Bruiser is Wade Barrett, and they kind of just broke down everyone. Like they should have had.
Basically, they went to a costume shop and just portrayed a wrestler.
Yeah. My favorite, I have to go with. I liked Mata. I liked Mata a whole lot. He came, his gimmick was King of the Ring, and because he's Egyptian, he came out as a pharaoh. And I gotta say, it looked really good.
It did look good on him.
Like that, honestly, out of all of them, him and Josh were the only ones who seemed like actual gimmicks.
Right.
Like they seemed like and Josh was the British Bruiser. They're the only ones who seemed like they had the gimmick down. But then again, they had easy ones to portray.
Mm-hmm.
They had easy ones to portray that was aligned with their personal selves from what we've been able to gather over the course of 3 weeks. Now, I felt bad for Sarah because she is clearly the nicest person on the show. And yes, I'm including the judges. And she has to portray someone who is the queen of mean.
Yeah, that was...
Yeah, and I just like, that wasn't going to work out well for her.
That's like me portraying someone who's nice.
Exactly. It's a horrible idea.
Thanks. Jackass.
I'm just agreeing with you.
I am nice when I want to be.
This is a true point.
Thanks.
So, do you want to talk about the fight first, or do you want to talk about everyone's boobs on the show first? Because both of those were huge talking points for the elimination.
Yeah. Either one. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Well, first off, the fight. We'll take the fight. We'll end with boobs because everyone loves boobs.
Who doesn't?
Exactly. So the fight. Now, I've seen a lot of fights on wrestling reality television.
Yes.
This was by far the worst fight I've ever seen.
Yes. It was very staged.
Yeah, it was a fight between Patrick and Tanner, the two favorites, even though, after the gimmick challenge, they didn't really seem like favorites. Because Tanner, I don't even remember what he was. Was he like a Magic Mike stripper? Or
he was a douchebag.
Oh, okay. All right, so he was playing Seth Rollins. Got it. Anyway, so yeah, Patrick and Tanner got into a little bit of a scuffle, and
I like how the girls were like on the couch and they were all like, like seriously, shut up.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't even anywhere near you.
And well, not all of the girls were like that.
No.
Daria went in to break him up
Yeah. Well,
because because she's an MMA fighter and she's probably done that before. But yeah, that was the only funny part for me, honestly, of the whole episode.
yes.
Um, but when we got to the elimination part, there was a lot of talk about who was being real and who was being fake, which is my least favorite argument on any reality show whatsoever.
Oh, they're all fake.
Yes, exactly. But uh, Jen, I want you to break down our female competitors, because a lot of them were accused of having fake breasts. Now, one competitors who we know are real is ZZ. He told us that straight up. It was perfect. It
He
was
did.
the best thing. And I gotta say, if he can get himself in the physical conditioning required, he
Yes.
would crush it as a WWE superstar.
He would. He would be great to be paired up with Bray Wyatt.
No, I see. I put him with Bo Dallas. I know you don't like Bo Dallas, but I'd put him with Bo
I'm
Dallas.
sick and tired of Bo Dallas.
I
And
know
I'm
you
sick
are.
and tired of Bray Wyatt.
But could you? But ZZ is so positive. He's so positive.
I do it for the children.
Exactly. Like
He
you
does.
could see him being the first believer.
I know.
Okay, so Jen,
Mike.
Amanda, real or fake breasts?
Let me see. Here's a picture of the one challenge that they did.
Amanda was the one that was the Barbie girl, the Barbie doll, which for a blonde, easiest gimmick ever to pull off, and I still don't even think she nailed it properly.
Which one was Amanda?
She's the only blonde one left.
Oh, her.
Yeah.
Okay. I got confused. Which isn't hard. Amanda. Uh,
Clock's ticking, Jen.
Shut up. Got it. Videos and photos. Okay, here we go. I'm trying to get... Okay, here we go. Amanda. Fake.
Okay. The girl who was eliminated this week, Daria, the MMA fighter.
Real.
Yeah. I would agree with that. Gabby, I believe.
Fake.
Yeah. Is she the one that's on her third husband?
Yes!
Yeah. Yeah.
When they said that, I was like, holy shit!
Georgia.
Georgia. Fake.
Okay. And I think the only one we have left is Sarah.
Real.
Yeah. Yeah, that one was a pretty easy one to determine. So now that we've determined that from our expert breast analyzer Jen Carlins,
That's me.
we do have a bit of news about Tough Enough.
Dun, dun, dun!
Actually, before the news, I'll do the news right at the end. Did you watch Tough Talk?
I didn't.
Okay. On Tough Talk, there was something very, very important that happened, and it made me really, really hate everyone on the show except for one person.
Yes.
Okay?
Okay.
And it made Paige so angry, she almost took her heel off and went to hit somebody with it.
Really?
Yes. Okay. The Miz asked one very important, very easy question.
Okay.
That question was, Who got up to watch WWE Beast in the East on the network? Okay, now Jen, out of the I believe there were 10 people on stage. How many do you think watched the show?
2.
Less. One person watched the show. Can you guess who?
Tanner.
You are incorrect. It is Patrick.
Yeah, I was gonna go for him, but
Yeah.
he's too easy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Patrick, like, as soon as Patrick was the one who raised his hand, Hulk Hogan said, well, we should just end this contest now. Like,
Well, yeah.
It's real interesting. And Paige was furious
I don't blame her.
because she was saying that, you know, she was on that show. She performed. Then she flew back from Japan. She went to Raw, and then she came to Tough Enough, and she was very angry and offended.
Oh, I don't blame her.
Yeah, I don't blame her either. And she literally almost took off her heel and went to hit somebody.
Nice.
And like then Tanner, someone asked Tanner why he didn't watch the show, and he said, "I didn't know we could watch it live," which, you know, is stupid if you're an actual wrestling fan. He said he watched it afterwards, but then could not name the match that Paige had. Could not name it.
Even I know what she.
So, yeah. This is why I'm saying, like, if you watch Tough Enough and you don't watch Tough Talk, you're doing it wrong. You have to watch Tough Talk because, oh man, The Miz is really good. Like, I didn't even imagine that would be a question they would ask.
Yeah.
But that says a lot about the people we have left.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
It's
really kind of unfortunate too.
Yeah.
But that may change. We may have another wrestling fan coming into the fold because with Diana's early exit, we have a new competitor, Jen Carlins.
Dun, dun, dun.
Very nice. Very
Thank
nice.
you.
It is a former trainee of Lance Storm. So, so I'm going to say it. WWE's bringing in a ringer. Yeah, because it sounded like they wanted to have a few ringers for Tough Enough, regardless. But Chelsea will be joining the show. She was at the barracks when they got back from Tough Talk, and I think she's going to be a ringer. And I think WWE realized that, unfortunately, none of the women there are left they really want on their roster.
No, none of them. None of them.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting because there's a lot of cat fighting on the show, and
it's still like watching The Real World.
Oh yeah. You complete with The Miz.
I know.
But if because Patrick is an indie wrestler, like he said, he's had training, right. And now we have this new girl Chelsea coming in, who has also had training.
Right.
Is it just going to be a process of elimination until it's those two left?
Pretty much.
Kind of seems like it. Like unless
you can just go ahead. It's going to come down to Tanner and Patrick.
Oh, I don't know at this point. I think it's going to come down to ZZ and Patrick. I you know, because I said Tanner and Sarah were my picks, but
yeah, I know
Tanner's MMA douchiness might be enough to vote him out. Because if it comes down to fan voting, I'm sorry, ZZ's never going to lose.
Oh no, I voted for him last night.
He's never going to lose that.
I voted that little spiel at the end.
Mm-hmm.
That's what saved him with me.
His little America speech.
His little America speech. He does it for the children.
But I mean, and ZZ's speech about, or we need to talk about that because he dressed up as an American hero. He had on a big headdress. He had on tight shorts with a bulge sticking out, which I know Jen Carlins did not enjoy, apparently, judging by her face.
No, I didn't.
And then you had Rockabilly and G.I. Bro telling him to be serious.
Yeah.
Really, gentlemen?
I know.
Really? I'm sorry. It's all about entertainment. Rockabilly and G.I. Bro?
Yeah.
That bothered me because I don't think Billy Gunn has ever had a serious gimmick his entire career. Booker T has.
Booker T has.
Yeah, Booker T has, to be fair. Harlem Heat was very serious, very aggressive. They're coming for you, ninjas. But then we also had him be King Booker.
Come on. King Booker.
Come on. They should know more than anyone it's all about entertainment, and everyone was laughing at ZZ, so he was clearly doing his job right.
Oh, he was doing his job, but he could have done it a different way.
Well, yeah, but we don't know what they had available in the prop shop, too.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, he should have come out like Uncle Sam. That would have been fun.
Yeah, something a little more covered up would have been nice, but whatever.
Now, one more thing before we wrap this up. Does it seem like these eliminations have all been too easily predictable once the show airs?
Yes.
Okay. I've been feeling the same way, too, because I looked at it and I saw ZZ, Sarah, and Daria, and I'm like, oh, ZZ won a huge amount of the vote the first week. Sarah won a huge amount of the vote last week.
Yeah.
Neither of them are going to go home because they're popular with the voters.
With the voter, right.
Yeah. Because, I mean, Sarah, I've seen her stuff on, because they do Periscopes. I've seen a lot of the Periscoping stuff.
Right.
She has a good personality. It's just not the queen of mean.
No,
she's very similar. She's very similar to Bailey.
Very.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, it sucked that Daria left. I did like Daria, especially given the other females that weren't on the chopping block.
Yes.
But hopefully this Chelsea girl will make it a little bit easier.
She's gonna throw a nice little twist into it. But still, my favorite part is Paige.
Yes.
I love her one-liners. I love her. She's just gonna let you have it.
Mm-hmm. That you gotta watch Tough Talk after this too. Paige on Tough Talk was really.
I keep forgetting about it because right after Tough Enough is Chris Lee's Newest Best, and
well, there's another show that was on right after Tough Enough, and if you go to the Wrestling Mayhem Show YouTube page and Stitcher, Spreaker, all that stuff, I'm guessing we're up there too. Right after this, Jen Carlins and I are going to be doing a Total Divas wrap-up. It's back!
It's back! It's better! It's bigger!
It's Brian Kendrick! All right, so we're going to get going for the Tough Enough wrap-up so we can do our Total Divas wrap-up. But for Jen Carlins, I'm Mad Mike. We hope you stay tough enough to watch this show.